What's going on, brothers and sisters? Welcome back. So let's just jump right into it. Yesterday, I showed you guys a video of Erika Kirk indirectly responding to Candace Owens, right? She was talking about how Candace Owens is making all this money. She was talking about how Candace Owens is, talking about her family, her TPUSA family, and how, like, no, it's not okay. It's not good. Candace actually responded. Look at the title of this thing. I think they're talking about me. Oop. Oh, good grief. She actually responded. I'm going to show you guys 3 clips. We're going to go over them. Some of it is different stuff that I actually said yesterday, right? And what I had said yesterday was there should be a discussion between these 2 individuals. You get what I'm saying? Because I truly believe that they both loved Charlie. Candace is doing a lot of different investigating to come into full truth of what happened to Charlie, and Erika Kirk is, doing her own part of what she feels like she needs to do as far as her husband's legacy is concerned, right? But I do feel like as 2 women who clearly may be in 2 different headspaces, but clearly did love Charlie Kirk, need to come together and talk about it. But without anything else said, let's go ahead and show you the clips of Candace Owens responding to what Erika said. First, we'll show you right before she responded.
Now, I wasn't sure about Erika. I was waiting kind of a situation for her to be in, obviously having lost her husband, becoming the CEO and the chairman of a company. It's just a lot of transition, and it's nice to wait for more information before you prejudge or just assume, make an assumption about somebody, and it maybe is not based in reality. Well, we are getting a lot more of Erika Kirk this week. I'll tell you that, because she has been doing the rounds in the media really over the last couple of weeks. And she just gave an interview live with Harris Faulkner on Fox News, where she finally addressed the quote unquote conspiracy theories. And I have to say this because it's true, but it completely missed the mark. For me, I am sorry, it just has. But the good news is that she is now unmurkying the water in terms of her intentions with this massive political organization. That's good news, truly, because we knew Charlie, and now we are getting an opportunity to know Erika. Plus, later on in the show, it's knives out for Tucker Carlson. As always, he's trying
I will say this, right? I'm glad that Erika is starting to speak out. As far as what's going on, because enough is enough at this point. You understand? Even for those who are on the side of Candace, enough is enough. Like, there needs to be questions answered. And even for the people who are on the side of Erika, enough is enough. It's time to speak out and answer these questions. Enough is enough. What has it been, like 3 months now? Like, enough is enough. The circle is getting tiring. This is the actual clip we got of Candace, where she watched the video clip, or the clip of Erika having the interview and indirectly talking to Candace. So this is the video by play right now, is her actually seeing it and then responding. Check this out.
I'm sorry, but that whole thing right there is frustrating, and I'm going to explain to you why. I just do not accept any of that. First and foremost, the idea that she does not have time. Okay, she definitely has time, okay? She's done Hannity, she's done The Five, she's done Fox and Friends, she's done Outnumbered, she's done Megyn Kelly Live, she sat down with the New York Times. She made time, by the way, in case you don't remember, to fly to D.C. for Sergio Gore to be sworn into the ambassador to India, as the ambassador to India, which feels kind of obscure and not necessarily related to Turning Point USA affairs, building affairs, or whatever it is. But sure, that's fine. I mean, obviously, you're also allowed to be a person if that's the homie and that's what you want to do, sure. But we are indeed speaking about a coast-to-coast flight to stand up next to somebody and basically say, Charlie loved you. That was like the 15-second speech that she gave, right? Here's actually, we have a clip of that speech that she gave.
Well, he was also very good friends with a guy named Charlie. We just knew him as Charlie. And his wife, who he loved so much, is here with us. And maybe, you know how close they were together. Maybe, Erika, you could say a couple of words, please.
I'm honored to, sir. Charlie loved you. It's hard not to get emotional because I know that he would have been the first phone call when he found out that you were going to be taking this position. And the way that I was able to witness the two of you work together for years and to champion and support the president was absolutely humbling to witness. And I am so proud of you. And Charlie is going to be with you every single day in spirit. And I will be praying for you every day because I know that this is just the beginning of an incredible opportunity for you. And sir, thank you for allowing Sergio to have this beautiful moment.
Thank you very much. Thank you, John.
That's just an ambassador to India swearing in ceremony. Again, if that's your friend and you want to be there, that makes sense. She's also a person, and she can decide what she wants to do there. But the point that I am making is that's a coastal flight that she made to be there to watch a paper get signed. She has also made time for an upcoming CBS News town hall sit down with Barry Weiss, which was filmed today. So Erika Kirk has time. She has time. It is just what she means to say, not her priority, which is you are allowed to prioritize things in your own life. But this is not a matter of time constraint. It is not her priority. For
those who don't know, Candace is talking about when Erika was saying that she's too busy building. She doesn't have time to come down and talk. Basically to Candace. She doesn't have time to come down and talk to Candace and answer questions that Candace is asking. Here's my thoughts on the whole situation and why people don't talk to Candace. Is because Candace, when it comes to dialogue and when it comes to debating, she's like the woman version of Charlie Kirk. It's not really somebody you want to debate. Like I said it on one of my other episodes. Only person who could have probably held a light to Candace was Charlie. Like these two individuals came up together. They were on different stages together, talking together, debating together, learning from each other, one-on-one, you know? So that may be a reason that they don't want to talk, but here's my whole thing here's my whole take on the situation of not wanting to talk to her. Why? If everything you're saying is valid and on point and true, what does it matter? Talk to her. Anybody whose foundation is on truth, they can continue to say the same thing over and over again. They don't have to think about what they're going to say. It's truth. It's a foundation of truth. It's already living inside of you. It's engrafted in you because you went through it. You understand it as truth. Other than when somebody's lying, you have to continue to think about the lie that you said prior. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Things in your own life, but this is not a matter of time constraint. It is not her priority to respond to the majority, actually. The majority of people think of this as BS. The majority of people think Turning Point is acting suspicious. And she does not feel that it is what she wants to do as a matter of priority, responding. Okay, that's fine. Now, to that point that people are making hundreds and thousands of dollars, I just don't get how there's not someone on this very large PR team, as we're seeing these PR campaigns go out, that doesn't go, hey, maybe we should strike that. They made $40 million like 2 nights ago at Mar-a-Lago. Maybe that feels kind of a little bit like let them eat cake-ish. Oh, and we've made more than, separately from Mar-a-Lago, Turning Point USA, since Charlie was killed, just so you guys know, this is a fact, has made more than $100 million. That is separate from the $40 million they made at Mar-a-Lago the other night. So since Charlie has died, that organization has taken in $140 million. But gosh darn you people that are making hundreds of dollars every day on YouTube talking about Charlie Kirk's assassination and the BS narrative that is being fed and the very obvious psychological operation that is being employed to make you accept the BS that they are trying to sell to us.
Psychological operation, she said. Yo, CO is going off right now. Psychological operation. Wow. You know, one thing that she did say that kind of like made sense to me was, because I know a lot of people are saying like, Candace is making a lot of money off these episodes, which she is. First, I said it yesterday, I know a milking job when I see one. But I never really thought of it like that. The fact that a lot of money has been poured into TPUSA because of the assassination of Charlie Kirk, because of the tragedy. And she's saying 140 million? My goodness. That's a lot.
Gosh darn you. Did you make $1,000 today? Speaking about Charlie Kirk, well, you should be ashamed of yourself, says Turning Point USA, who in large part made that money because of those very people who gave to the organization immediately following Charlie Kirk's assassination.
And by the way, Candace is not making just $1,000 off an episode, okay? If she's bringing in about 1 million views on an episode, she's making about 10, and she's getting questions and stuff like that. Super thanks. She's making about 10 to 20 grand probably a episode.
And the thing that is especially absurd about that is trying to almost like, I want to be clear that Turning Point USA is my family. The Charlie Kirk show is my family. You know, like she's just expanding the wings of people that we're not allowed to critique because they're in the family. If you call them fam, you can't critique them, right? Oh, I'm sorry. We actually are showing a clip of Rob McCoy defending a pedophile or trying to launder the reputation of that's fam. That's the CK show fam. Oh, I'm sorry. We are actually pointing to the fact that we know for certain that this person in your organization is sexual deviant. That's fam. Don't you get me upset. I know that this is a now $150 million in the last 3-month organization and we employ tons of people, but you can't critique. You can't critique the fam. And I hate to say this, but I'm going to be very clear here. This is why there are many people who do not believe that women are equipped to lead companies, because what you are watching here is an unbelievably emotional response that is absent of any logic, okay?
She's going off. She's saying Erika's response was fully emotion, had no logic to it. Unless she's putting it in a different way where you can't really hear that part of it, but that's exactly, if you put it in context what she's saying, that's what she's saying. She's saying Erika's making no logical sense. It's full emotion what she's saying.
Really care about your team, answer the questions, okay? Just demystify the entire event. Come out, sit down, answer the questions so people don't think Turning Point USA looks so suspicious. Don't try to mom the organization and say, well, mother's upset because people are coming after her kids and all of this multi-million-dollar subsidiaries. That's my children, okay? The multi-million-dollar subsidiaries, Turning Point, like Turning Point Action, all that, those are my kids. So
CO don't care no more. CO don't care no more. It's a lot of indirects going on right here, just like it was yesterday with Erika Kirk. It's a full-on hair pulling match at this point. What's going on?
You can't critique them. Not a good idea. Okay, it may work in PR world. You guys, I know how it's an obvious PR campaign. It's never been more obvious of a psychological operation. I actually wish they would put me on payroll so I could help them make these things look more organic than having every single person that has been telling us to stop asking questions all make the exact same video within 4 seconds of each other, being like, whoa, Erika Kirk shuts down No, she didn't even respond to one of the conspiracies. She gave us emotion. She said, I'm a mother, I am a wife, and we never asked about whether she was mother or wife. We want to know if she's a CEO and a chairman. And a CEO and a chairman has to compartmentalize. A CEO and a chairman cannot respond to valid questions and critiques about finances, about shady actions that are being taken by people that require presidential pardons, people that are meaningfully asking why we are not getting a clear answer of what took place on September 10th. A CEO, okay, does not get to respond and say, that's my family. Okay, that's the energy of what I would expect from a mother speaking to a teacher, which I was this mom, that's my kid, okay? And I'll shut this down right now. That's my child. This is not a child. Turning Point USA is an organization. And Erika already had an uphill battle to climb, that she had to climb this because, by the way, just because if this was Goldman Sachs and the president of Goldman Sachs or a managing director over at Goldman Sachs died in a horrifically violent way, the Goldman Sachs family might mourn for a couple of months, but they would have instantly had someone to replace that individual. And beyond that, they would have never accepted the public and the people that are investing money. They would have never accepted, well, he's gone, but here's his wife. She already had a hill to climb here, right? Like, this does not make you qualified because you love someone to take on their job. I am not qualified to do what my husband does. That's why I said I wouldn't want to be the CEO and the chairman of a company. Actually,
Candace said on a recent video talking to Russell Brand that TPUSA made a managerial error making Erika Kirk the CEO. That fast, at least. It was fast. What was it? A week, 2 weeks? No thought process it seemed like was put into that. It was just, I know everything. He's told me everything. You can know everything, but let's not.
Great clip of Jordan Peterson asking that very question. Like, why do women want to be? Like, why would you want to have? It's actually a lot of work and it's very stressful and it's a lot of numbers and you're crunching numbers and you have to be everywhere. Okay. If you want that, great. If you built the company and you're in the room like Charlie Kirk did, and you have proven to the public, like, hey, I built this company. I didn't even go to college and I've been doing this for over a decade as Charlie Kirk did. You've earned that street cred. Okay. So she already had a hill to climb because now they're saying, well, this is his wife. And so, that's it. Well, now you're going to have to prove that you have the ability to be a CEO and a chairman and not just a wife who we expect emotion from. And you're rightful in that capacity. You are rightful to have emotion. You are rightful to be the aggrieved widow, but you don't get to just be widowed into the position of chairman and CEO. You don't get to respond to, well, in this case, investors, donors who have given money and are asking meaningful questions with, no, you don't get replies right now because this is the Charlie Kirk show, fam. Doesn't work this way, okay? And the broader point removed from Erika, which a lot of these mockingbird influencers seem to be making, is essentially they're saying to us that scientific inquiry and investigation in and of itself is now patently wrong.
So, yeah, Candace is going off. Erika went off yesterday. But I do understand where CEO was talking about. She was pretty much just going on emotion. It wasn't like she was really answering any questions yesterday. She was going off on emotion. And it's not like she didn't have a right to be upset. Candace has definitely been making accusations as far as it comes to TPUSA. She said she had proof that they betrayed Charlie. That's pretty intense. Saying that you have proof that TPUSA betrayed Charlie. Here's my thing. As Charlie's wife, wouldn't you want to see what that proof is? Like, wait, what you mean these people that I'm now CEO of have betrayed my husband? What are you talking about? Let me call Candace real quick. Hey, CEO, what do you mean by this? What is the proof? What is the evidence? Show me what you're talking about. Let me know who I need to fire. Doesn't that seem like, I don't know. Especially if you're looking at it in a way of Candace being close to Charlie. They were friends. Why would Candace want to lie about different things when it comes to Charlie's assassination? I don't see her being malicious in the situation. I don't see her just full on lying about it. Could she have received misinformation? Strong possibility. But just blatantly lying, I don't see that. That's why if I was Erika, I would call her like, hey, what are you getting? Who are you hearing this from? Let's make things clear. Let's shut down the lies. Why can't these two individuals just get together and talk? These are two women who we know from a public standpoint love Charlie very much. Candace came up with Charlie for years, and Erika met Charlie a couple years ago and married him. They had children. Both significant times they had each one. Both had a very important relationship when it came to that person. We know that they both dealt with things in a different way. But to just have this going on and on and on without no conversation, with indirect responses, it's just, what are we doing here? What is going on, man? And last but not least, let's check out this clip.
That is a sufficient enough answer that, well, we're telling the feds to do that. Well, I can tell you the feds are not doing that, because I was the one who said I had the information about the French Foreign Legion being on the ground the day that Charlie was assassinated, and the feds have not reached out to me. So shouldn't that concern Erika? Shouldn't she be like, hey, why didn't you reach out to me and say, like, you know, hey, I'd like that information if no one's reached out to you? Like, why is that not happening? This is what I mean when I say that the reaction doesn't feel to the public as what we, and yeah, I'm generalizing here because there is such a thing as a general response, what we would do in the same circumstance. Like, we would be like, whoa, even if I trusted the feds and I trusted my legal team and trusted their analysis that there was just one person involved, as soon as some podcaster was like, hey, I found Egyptian planes and they're being kind of shady, I would be like, whoa, that is weird.
Not some podcaster. Let's keep it real. Not some podcaster, but the number one podcaster in the world. Yeah. I'd probably make a call. Like, yeah, I'd probably be like, hey, what's this you're hearing? Huh? What's this in your tip jar, huh? We're going right to Boston, huh? I'd probably make a call. At that point. So strange, guys. My whole computer just shut down. But we still here. I was saying, though, Candace gives a lot of valid points, right? And I believe that's why a lot of people can see where she's coming from, because a lot of people can relate. Okay? There's a lot of people who are looking at Erika and thinking to themselves, this is not how I would be handling the situation. Clearly, Candace feels the same way as she just said right now. I believe the whole thing needs to be brought to each other, questions answered, questions asked, and just a mature adult conversation with two individuals who love Charlie. That's what I believe. And publicly too, since everything else is public. Let everyone see how both individuals are authentic, right? And Erika, you know, we see Erika quoting a lot of scriptures. We see Erika saying she's Christian. She's, a follower of Christ. I believe if these things to be true, you should have no problem just having a conversation. Instead of all this stuff online and these questions and these indirect responses, talk to this woman. You guys are supposed to be family in the Lord, sisters in the Lord. Like, what is going on here? If both of you are truly followers of Christ, you should be able to just talk. Shouldn't be that difficult. Talk it out. I'm just glad that there's finally things being said. As far as Erika Kirk responding, even if it was indirectly, as far as Candace responding back, and really just showing that, she's not, she wanted to see where Erika was, and now she's just like, she going off. But I'm glad it's getting to the peak. It's definitely getting to the peak, and we can see it. May the Lord bring the light out where it needs to shine. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I'm not going against Erika. I'm not going against Candace. I'm not one of those individuals who are 100% Candace. I'm not one of those individuals who are 100% Erika. Now, granted, I know there's been different people who I've seen different comments saying, I'm unfollowing you because you're talking about Candace, or I'm unfollowing you because you're talking about Erika. Bye. People are entitled to have their own opinions. Okay? This is not me talking. This is not. I never been that person to understand things like that. Like, people get so in their feelings and in emotions about a topic that they're willing to stop being friends with you. It's foolishness. It's foolishness. I'm not over here saying that Jesus is not God. That'd be something I'd be like, wait, hold on, brother. I'm gonna have to stop listening to you. That'd be something in that, like we're talking about Candace and Erika. Boy, oh boy. Anywho, may the Lord continue to shed light. May what really needs to come out, come out. Amen. Those who will come into agreement, put amen in the comments. God bless. Shalom.